For your message or messages. Big Cat, come in. Come on. I've got intel. Recon is afoot. Before we dive in and unpack what needs to be unpacked, Big Cat, let me scoot a bit closer to the table, because I'm telling you, I was nearly in Coventry, where the bottom feeders run in packs, darling dears. They run in packs. Yes, baby. I've got a few things that I need to unpack. Can we have a quick chat about the planetary energies? Big Cat, guess what? The Skullduggerous moon went void of course yesterday. Yes, in Gemini. Yes, baby. When this occurs, darling dears, it means the moon is taking its final major aspect with a planet before it changes sign, darling dear. And it's the ideal time to make sure that you've got nothing planned around the void of course moon. Don't get married. Don't go into a relationship. Don't apply for a new job. Baby, just blink and breathe and scoot down until it passes. After the Skullduggerous moon told us what? Love and light yesterday. Left you with all of your emotions at Hawky Sticks at dawn, right? It did what? It skeeted over. Yeah, it skeeted over into Cancer. Early this morning. Yeah, it did. It did. This means that what? You're ready to tackle your goals, darling dears. There's a lot you can do to solidify your plans, darling dears. The sun is in detail-orientated Virgo today, darling dears. Yes, it is. This means you have a ton of determination to keep moving despite any outside interference. Babe, hey, don't let me get my Tourette's straight off. As I was saying before I re-interrupted myself, remember that the work you are here to do is enough. And why you're being given this chance is what? For you to get great, darling dear. You're a volunteer, I told you. The message of today, darling dears, also is what? The link between Mercury and Jupiter. The message is what? To be patient. Patient, darling dear. Patient with yourself as well as others. Remember that life is not a marathon. It's for those who can endure. And you were built for this Shiznai as prototype of your lineage, Big Cat. Fist bump. Those who put the time right and the long hours will be rewarded down the road, darling dear. You're not working for nothing, darling dear, and you're not working for what? False praise from a back front neck tabber. I think not, Scotty. I think not. Had to put my back into it. I say that to say this, darling dear. This is the time to take a chance on yourself and trust your instincts. Trust your instincts, darling dears. Pay attention to that voice that says, move down 2 aisles to avoid what? A whole shelf dropping on your cranium, darling dear. As I speak, darling dears, we need to speak about what? I told you we're going to talk about those snake friends. Why? Because they will keep your enemies updated. Especially if you're going through what? The rocks of life, darling dear. They'll be on hand to what? Get on the balls of their feet as merchants of slander. Proverbs 27:4. Wrath is cruel. Anger is overwhelming. But whom can stand in the face of jealousy? Well, guess what? They're going to get what? The memo. Big Cat can. Why? You avoid them, darling. They're like the plague. You haven't got what? Time to turn up for the battles they're trying to put in your way, Big Cat. It's so 2020. And they're what? Grasping at straws. The same straw, right, that they wanted to burn down your whole everything with. Everybody is not going where you're going, darling dears. I know it's hard to believe that what Mitzi, who I've known from since preschool, right, is a backstabber. Yes, Mitzi was on hand, right, was front and center with a listening ear and a running mouth for every time he was on the rocks of life, brah, or sistrine. Yes, Mitzi was around. Nettie with the bow legs was waiting to be the stand-in in any bedroom work they felt you were lacking in. Why? Because you told them all of your business, darling dears. That wasn't your friend. Oh, no. I told you, if I had pearls, I'd be clutching them bitches with you. As I rearrange on my ball, my core ball. You had to cut off a lot of people. Well, they said there was people, and again, we have to talk about the scratch and sniff test, which we didn't do. This is why we're still here to tell a tale. You'd have inhaled what? Sulfur and brimstone to your core. You can't take your energy and put it into someone else's hands and make them what you are, darling dears. You can't. They're already made, darling dear. Come through, K. Michelle. You can't raise a grown man or woman who's already grown. Good God, especially if they're over the age of 40, they are set in their ways. And they are looking for what? Stupid, darling dear. New stupid to what? Put into their horde, their crowd. You can't afford to worry about what happened to what spiteful Kate. Because you have to remember, you will what miss a step, darling dear, and backslide into what the gossiping, darling dears. Gossip and slander, darling dears. Be careful, because why? Merchants of slander will draw you in. If you pick up the phone before you even can say good day, who is this, or grand rising, they're in, mate. They're in and they're off with the what? Verbal diarrhea, darling dears. Perpetrating all kinds of wickedness. In some cases, they force you into a corner to what? Go, okay, I did notice that. From you said that, darling dear, your words will be patented, and you will be the one that was perpetrating the fucking. I'm telling you, it's rapid with your hairline, blood, hairline taking stuff. This is why I task you with always, darling dears. Look at your circle. Reputation is everything. Law number 5 of the 48 laws of power. Round 4 dummy bats, gossiping and backstabberation. Guess who's going to be number 5? And you can't afford to waste that energy. The energy that what you're getting back as you get great. As you what? Circumvented. What? The DNS, darling dear, had to look over my shoulder with a slitty eye. I told you I'm the red light, green light champion of 79. You may be tired of hearing it, but I'm not tired of saying it. I was stupid for a long time, darling dear. Stuck on stupid. Being pulled around like taffy. Until I wasn't. Everybody's mad. They're talking about me in thruples and quadruples. Do it, darling dear. But make sure when you speak about the big cat, you put Mr. or Miss Big Cat in front of the conversation, darling dear. You no longer sit at those tables because you couldn't take the energies. Whether friend, family member, co-worker, working situation, darling dear, lover, husband, whomsoever, whatever the paradigm was for you, big cat. Nothing like a jealous friend, darling dear. And when you look back at the little pics that you took with them, darling dears, you with the snake at the beach, you with the snake, right, going on holiday, and they was jealous of listen. Pay attention to energy, darling dears, as well as actions. Not everyone that comes with a smile and a kind word is your friend. Not everyone that comes with what? A listening ear is there to what? Uphold, right? The best outcome for all. And why are they jealous? Listen, mate. I've had a good think. I thunk about this until I started to think. And what put it to the back of the pack, darling dears? They're jealous of everything. They may even have a higher pay grade, a better house, a car, maybe even multiple cars, a good job, a nice business, but they're jealous of your essence. Why? Because you're a volunteer, darling dear. You come with the light. You are a soldier for the light, and they are the devil's what? Most diligent workers. Some of them will what? Walk you to your grave, darling dear. Be careful who you bring into your situation, darling dear. They are what? Unchecked neuroses, darling dears. And remember, some of them will what? Even try to take you off a trolley and put you into fighting, tussling in the street, darling dears. Remember, Proverbs 18:6, a fool's mouth will always invite a beating. But in some cases, darling dears, you must what? Give it up to God. No one can level a ground quicker and expose someone to their true nature than the Most High. Remember, I told you that, and tell them at the back. 11:11 on the counter as we dive in to this read, darling dears. Did I give you a little bit of Virgo? Didn't mean it. Yes, baby. Be careful of these fakezoid friends, darling dears. Read their energies. And he said enemies. You know what? And in some cases, you will come to realize the enemy of your enemy is your friend. That's right, big cat. I've used that many a time. The enemy of my enemy is my friend. Yes, because you've got a common goal. You want to take that fakezoid friend or family member out of your life. They're a cheap lace flong, getting into everything and leaving chafing that goes deep to the core. As we call in the energies of wisdom, guidance and protection from Father God, Mother Isis, ancestors, angels, way showers and spiritual guides. From Keitha to Malkuth, Namaste. Energies, up, big cat, up. Remember what I said, and you keep this close to your heart. You are Ephesians 2:10, God's masterpieces. Because you dare to stand out and be different. You dare to what? Get off the hamster wheel. You cut out so many toxic ties till you was what? By yourself, hopping on one foot. Yeah, best be alone on the one foot, eh? Than somebody who's got what? A knife to take away all of your limbs, darling dears. And they won't stop. Yes, baby, be wise. Never you forget Ephesians 2, verse 8 to 9. For the grace, right? And by the grace, you've been saved, darling dears. It is the gift from the divine, the Most High, Father God, Mother Isis. You are saved. Right. Let's dive in and see what's going on. We need some names on the tablet, but let's get the runestone first, darling dears, as we dive in. Just the one. The hangman in the upright, sent to cause delays in your life, darling dear. Keep you what? Wondering, right? And they're the same ones that what? If you're on fire, they will drink the water and blame you for it. You made the air too hot and humid around them. Yes, baby. Around these people, you better learn to drop and roll, blood. In fact, practice it, because they will watch you, what? Combust and drink the water, darling dears, and blame you for it. I just said that. Lagaz, represented by the hangman in tarot, darling dears. Somebody wants someone to be really nervous and at the brink of taking themselves out by what they've put out there into the hemisphere. Fire. Yes, baby. When they fire, they're what? They're bullets of wickedness, darling dear. I told you, you better get your Matthew 10:14 and dust off your sandals and head out. You don't wait for a second sign, blood. We're leading with the what? The yellow card, blood. We ain't waiting for a red one. Nah, blood. How now, brown cow? So 2017, darling dear. This is someone who hasn't evolved in their life, so they're still up to their same tricks. This trippy talker in life, darling dear. It also speaks about what this person couldn't make a decision if they had what? A whole bayonet at their temple, darling dear, an aka whatever that is. Fill in the blank. It also speaks about hospital or prison, darling dear. They need to be in one of these two places. The mental hospital or what, the prison, like R. Kelly. Yeah. Somebody's trying to what? Get a perspective because they're trying to avoid a change in their life. A change which is going to what? Have waves. People are going to see exactly where they're coming from, which is what? The crevice of the devil's balls, blood. Big cat, keep up. We're moving swiftly now, swiftly. Lagaz, darling dears, in the upright, represented by the numbers 99 and 15, and the letter L. Somebody who wanted to cause confusion for you, and it also speaks about the perversity, the lengths that they will go to, darling dears. This is somebody that comes to you with what? The bad energy, darling dears. Something's always going wrong in their life. God, you haven't got the drainage for it, mate. Literally or figuratively. Just say what? I'll call you back. Stick a pin in it. And what? Monitor the call, darling dear. Because if you block them, they'll find another way to what? Bleed their wicked energy in. And if you won't pay attention to them, what are they going to do, darling dears? They what? Rally up a horde to hate on their behalf, darling dear. They become rump rustlers of the wicked. So we have the letter L. Right. We have Ingus, I-N-G. We have what? Ewas, right? Represented by death. This is the letter E, right? We've got what? Swallow, sun energy, letter S. And we've got Feu on its face. Somebody's world is what? Low down, darling. They're going through struggle life, represented by the letter F and O. I know what you just said. I heard that. Listen, I'm trying to stay away from the profanity. It doesn't go with what I've got going on, but sometimes it slips out. Forgive me. In advance. Yeah. Right. Let's get your ancestral messages about these back front neck tabbing snakes. The ones that dare breathe the same air. The same ones that what? Talk about your progeny, darling dears. The same ones that don't parent their own progenies, darling dears. They're waiting for you to make one misstep and they're going to turn it into a whole what? Concert of fuckinese in their mud hut. As they get in contact with what? The horde. I just told you, big cat. I just told you. This is the witch's oracle wisdom, or yeah. Big cat. Whatever is secret, whatever principality or obstacle they was trying to put in your path, boomerang season, darling dear, it's back on them. They're going through strife and struggle, blood. They're having a struggle life. This is also what? The writing. Because we see a book, it could be something on social media. Somebody's been perpetrating some wickedness on your behalf, darling dear. I'm telling you, their egregious ways are what? Being shown to others. Their true nature, darling dears. They're going to be trapped by the messages that they sent. Remember I told you that? Nothing like having it in a written word, darling dear. Energies around these snakes, darling, they're straight out of Slytherin with all their pomp and circumstance, wanting to what? Bring a big cat down with one fell swoop. Listen, look how many fell out, but 2 turned over. Yeah, I told you. Whatever they was incubating, whatever iron they had in the fire for you, darling dears, Pentacles on its face, going down Bobby Brown. It also speaks about what? Physical as well as spiritual death, darling dear. And it also speaks about what? A lack of respect amongst those around them. And there's also the lack of respect in some cases about a birth. A child that's come onto this what? Malkuth, darling dear. Something going on with that. Maybe somebody's got a sister wife or a sister husband. Well, guess what? Mommy's baby. Daddy's maybe. They better go to Maury. Is Maury still taking calls? Lack of respect, darling dear. Let's see if you whip it up a bit and teach them some spiritual respect. We'll see. Ace of Pentacles on its face. Good God. It's not looking lovely. They have no new offers. And it also speaks about what? A lack of improvement. If they was going for a negative relationship, they're still going through the negative relationship. Unable to what? Break the trauma bond. Well, guess what? When they what? Cast aspersion on others. What do you think God is going to do when God hears and sees what you're doing with your time on this Malkuth? Base of the deck, darling dear. What did I say? Whatever iron they had in the fire for you. Fire energy. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. It's not working, darling dear. This is also about what? When you see wands on its face, it speaks about something going on in the pantaloon. I told you, it's not copacetic, darling dear. It needs a blue light and a medical team with lots of big, heavy what? Shots, darling dear, shots. Told you. It's bubbling in there, and they've got no spiritual protection. So we already saw that with the big Pentacles, darling dears. Somebody was burning a candle for you, darling dear. They wrote something down. We saw the secrets on its face. But their own what auric field was left open, darling dear. What they tried to get you attached to them. Why? It tried to bring you down, darling dears. Touch not the anointed and all that. They didn't get the memo. So that negative energy had to find a home. Well, guess what? Welcome to what? The hot zone, darling dear. They're in the hot zone. Oh, split the deck, darling dear. We've got the what? Watchtower of the South. Is this the South Node? I don't know, but it kind of feels like it. And it said summer energy. Something went down during the summer months for some of you, darling dears, where you had to what? Roll up on whom you saw was what? Fake to the core. Fresh shit shining it. I did as well. Listen, if you've been rocking with me, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But something happened in the summer months, darling dears. And it also speaks about what you will be seeing, right? The culmination of their works, right? Their slanderation, their gossiping, all that tabbing, good golly and gosh. You'll see it in the summer for some. Some of you is when it kicked off, but you will see the comeuppance. Because they left their auric field open when they was burning that candle, darling dear, and writing all things down. They should have written down what? A plea of mitigation, darling dear, to the Most High, writing down wickedness as they get their spells from where? You're right, Google spell. Who left that spell on there, blood? Dummy bats. Dummy bats. Split the deck again. Look! Rebirth on its face, blood. I told you. They're coming back to this Malkuth. They might come back as what? The horse's ass, I don't know. But they're back on the hamster wheel for what they done did. What they're still doing. Negative energy, darling dear, has to find a home somewhere. Especially when the big cat is Ibex. And big cat finds a crack. You don't fall back. We move forwards. Never backwards. Not passionate about what you've got going on, big cat. And we also see the dull yellow for what? The jelly bogelly. One's in the reverse next to the cauldron. This is what's stirring up things from the past, darling dear. They're trying to find something that you did as a mistake because you didn't know who you was and stir it up. Look at the pictures, same colors, darling dears. Their root chakras all squiffy. And now just notice, this looks like a negative spirit in the background. I told you, it's all on them, mate. Avoid them like the plague. They've got no protection, darling dear. Stay dedicated to what you've got going on, darling dear. Buff up your altar. Yeah. Where's your offerings to your ancestors who's doing hard work amongst the wicked? Touch not the anointed. And I told you, eyes on everyone. New friends, eyes on everyone. The way they use Google to get their spells, you use Google to find out she's naive. You better make your fingers do the walking and be a keyboard gangster. You have to look at certain situations of the seeds that people sow, darling dear. You must know that certain people are good. They're going to get it, darling dears. And maybe you'll be fortunate enough to have what? A front row seat, right? As you cross, right? Your knees at the ankle. In Jamaica, it's called cutting your 10, right? You might get a front row seat to it. And when you see it, what do, big cat? That's right. You just go, and keep it pushing. You don't go back to help them because they wanted you brown bread. They wanted you humiliated in the street. And then they brought your progeny into the situation. Fake friend. You get a what? The big cat says no. As I sip my mocha. Don't get smoked, because I ain't getting smoked, mate. Right. Let's get a deck. See what's going on. I'm going to use a deck that I haven't used in a while. I'm going to go with the... Yes, let's get the After Tarot deck. I haven't used that in a while. Base of the deck, darling dear. Out in the cold, Siberia. This always also speaks about what they wanted you to feel like. Left out, right, of people who are out in the snow as well. They wanted you to feel less than. In lack, darling dear. Some of them knew that you needed a coinage to get you to where you needed to be. They had it to give you, darling dears. But they wanted to watch you suffer because it made them feel better. Well, guess what? They should have respected the process, yeah? This is the fake person that comes out in the Emperor's New Clothes when there's what? Guantanamo Bay behind that mud hut door. Trust and believe. Never you forget, darling dear, a listening ear, in most cases, is attached to a running mouth. A running mouth. It's a big split. First card, please. Let's see where this is going. This is a lot of cards, blood. I don't like when the cards vomit out like that. But I can't do nothing. Except say, please don't do it again. First card. Look! Jealous of your everything. If they've got progeny, right, they're a bad parent, blood. They put whatever is fast moving and shiny in front of them, darling dear. This person has no goals, right? Did I say jealous, envious, and full of hatred? This is a double-minded person. I can't make this shiznai up. Queen of Pentacles on its face is somebody who lacks in what? Self-esteem, but covers it up by what? Holding up someone else's shiznai so you don't notice their own. Well, guess what? She's sitting on what? A plastic throne. She or he, because you know gender is fluid in tarot. Queen of Pentacles on its face, earth energy. Queens are supposed to be nurturing, right? Coming through with knowledge and guidance. And this person is supporting no one, right, but themselves. This is someone that wears the latest designer shiznai. But it's on credit, darling dear. And the bill collectors are at the door. We saw the big pentacale on its face. Didn't we just see that? Yes, baby. We saw it. We was paying attention. What else? 2 lying Mitch bitches or bitch Mitches? Good God! I told you, it's a horde. This person is, whoever's their friend is a flipping liar, mate. This is a cacophony of liars. Both of them, one of them could be what? Divorced in a situation, and the other one's going through what? A bottom feeding situation where cheating and being taken advantage of as what? Cut their self-esteem. So they have to look outside of themselves for intel. And guess who they're in? The right company, mate. These two besties must stay together. Let nothing what? Put them asunder. And if this is a relationship between these what? Fakerzoid friends, darling dears. One is in it for the money, right? And one can't get to the bag, right? One is a dummy bag. They went in what? With high expectations, right? Of things going well and great when they were wearing a mask, but no condom. We see the what? The nature of an egg. Something's incubating, darling dear. Could be what? Another Chucky? This is two friends that need to stay together, blood. All they do is talk about each other. If it wasn't for gossip, they wouldn't get up in the morning, darling dears. And trust and believe, they're on what show for each other, darling dears. They're trying to this is two feeble-minded tree sloth trying to impress each other, right, with what they haven't got, right? And all they do is discuss others. Look, I can't make it up. The manipulation of it all, darling dears. They're manipulating each other in their craniums. Well, good for them. Let them use the mind control where it's best fitted, darling dear. They're in good company and they must stay together. This could be sisters, it could be cousins, it could be a man and a woman, because it's the energy of it all, darling dears. Is what? A full-on hoodwinker, a back front neck tabber that gets no S, darling dears. This person is what? A beta. What's that? The B is for the back front neck tabbing. The A is because they're an abuser. The I is the imposter in them. The T is to take whatever's going, mate. The what? The E is for the exploiter. Yeah. The R is because they're reckless, right? And the S is because they're shape-shifting and mean, darling dear. Shape-shifting and mean. What's this? Well, guess what? Touch not the anointed. The energy is on them in the upright, darling dear. This is somebody that's pushing control, right? Trying to keep you bound to a situation. Their spell castations, their malicious words, everything is on its face. But yet, the jealousy still lingers, darling dear. Still jealous? When you see the magician, he also speaks about a trip. Somebody from the past, darling dear, who is a full-on snakeazoid, right? Scaletric, right? They're going to try and travel to you. We are in Mercury retrograde in Libra, darling dears. This could be what? Because the magician has ways of getting in contact, darling dear. If it's not physically, you'll be getting a message. You better mind your own business, mate. Find something else to do. Major arcana against minor arcana. The choice is in your hands, darling dears. Use your intuition wisely. Discernment? Hey. What's this? Another one in the reverse. Another one. Come through, DJ Khaled. Posh clap. Look at this. She's naive. This is the drinking, the drugs, the gossiping, right? The negative, right? Spiritual attachments that's on them, darling dear. And it's also about the difficult path they've created for themselves. Good God. And they're still this. I don't understand. If you want a happy life, water your own garden, your own grass. Focus on thyself. Know thyself. Put God first. That's all you've got to do. And give back. They're not doing none of this. Unbalanced situation, darling dear. Unbalanced minds. What? Still peppered with the what? Obsessive jealousy, darling dears. Jealous. Lying, spying, and all of that. Pay attention to the energies that you allow around you, darling dears. The wrong energy could make you doubt your greatness. The wrong energy will what? Take you off your gangster, darling dear, and set you right back. They all come in with what? The love bombing, right? Trying to what? Garner and seep back into your existence, pretending to be a friend, but they come with what? A blade at their back. The same ones that will what? Put brother and sister apart. They will divide a family. They will divide your friendship groups. They will divide your progeny if they can. We've got two women here. It could be a mother, a grandmother that's coming to what? Try and divide a family with the obsessive jealousy. Why? Because you did it better than them. When they was what? The caregiver for you, darling. They didn't do it right. So they will poison your progeny into what? Coming around them. These are wicked people, darling dears. Very wicked to their core. Very, very wicked. Base of the deck, darling dear. The Emperor comes through as what? Protector and provider. Father God Most High. Split the deck. What does it say, darling dears? You take back no chat. This is you crushing that cup of opium and cognitive dissonance. You pray on a situation. Pray for the Most High to reveal, right? What needs to be released from your life. Pray, darling dears. Don't, if it's past energy, don't take them back, darling dear. We saw an emperor. It could have been what? Somebody who's supposed to have been what? A partnership with you, darling dear. This person had what? A roster. Had a roster. The Queen of Swords knew what was going on, and the other one was getting money. Either way, it's still what? Bottom bitches, darling dears. Bitches or mitches at the bottom. Halcyons, darling dears. Because you have to also remember, if you had an emperor or empress in the upright, darling, what you perceived to be when you was what? Still in the what? Dummy back phase, darling dear. When you still had on the rose-colored glasses. You remember the same ones we had to had to crush underneath our what? Flip-flop of common sense? Well, this emperor always had a roster, darling dears. Always had a roster. Base of the deck, the emperor is still here. Let's see what's going on. This person was even able to pull it off that the two side, whatever they are, side dishes, right? Black holes of Calcutta, poison for Tom, whatever that side dish was, darling dear. They knew about each other. And they thought they was manipulating the emperor who knows how to run things, mate, right? Their self-esteem is on what? 1,000 because they had the attention of other bottom feeders. Let's get off deck. Clarify what's going on. Progress, blood. Progress. Where the big cat lies. In the distance. Chariot energy. Move at a hot trot. And don't look back. Remember Lot's wife. Salt Bay. Remember I told you that. You may even have an emperor or empress whom you perceived to be an emperor and empress in your life coming back through, darling. They're going to come back around to try and see if they can be successful with you. They see you, what, on a spiritually guided path. Why? You stuck to your guns or your gangster, darling dears. Cancer energy, moon energy in the upright, darling dear. As well as Pisces. Yes, baby. Somebody who rarely moves directly, darling dears. This is someone who would what be determined, darling dears, to what? Come back as repurposed or new and improved. A new person coming into your hemisphere. This person, mobile, because Cancer energy speaks about travel. It can speak about a mobile home. Somebody who is a traveler or had to travel from domicile to domicile. Why? Because them don't have it. The bill collector was at the door and they had to be quick. Hey! Somebody wants to make progress in your life. You've got two better Bettys, right? That are down for what? Wickedness. Spying and lying, making up all sorts of subterfuge and bull swanky. If you've already cut them off, darling dear. Proverbs 26:11. As a fool returns to folly, only a dog returns to vomit. And big cat, we eat cake, gifted to us by the Most High. Yeah, you already released the challenge of these people, this throuple. 3 people, 3 main cards on the table, darling dears. This throuple, you put down that burden and challenge. You realize that what? They was always putting it on your back to break your back. These are people that will watch you go for a struggle, darling dears. And what? Perpetrate the wickedness that you're going through. They'll bring it to the what? Are they here? Hustlers. They're basura. If it was the what? The emperor with the Shakira hips, darling dears, you've already released that challenge. You are no longer being bound by this person. And don't get me wrong, if this emperor comes back, darling dear, they'll come back saying that they've changed and whatever, but they haven't changed. And they do not love you. Love wouldn't have had you in what? On the roster, darling dears. A roster that you didn't sign up for. People are talking about you, darling dears. Well, like I said, when you are the headline. Fist bump. Clarify this challenge you dropped. Yeah. It was hard in the beginning. There was no partnership, no balance, darling dears. Yes, baby. And in the reverse, disingenuous lovers. Yes. Yes. And it also shows to what? They've got the challenge, right, that they would like to remove. Why? Because they've got a high body count. They've got to share one body. This emperor. What's behind him? Yeah, because he's strong. Because he's getting all the energy, right? On this after tarot deck, right, we've got the King of Cups pouring away his emotions. Underneath that, look. The Chariot on its face, darling dears. They will not progress, but he will be there to clean up all of that energy, all of that supply. This person knows how to master their emotions, blood, and stand strong, pretending that they're not being tempted into any situation when any situation is where you find them. Yeah. a bad partnership, a bad romance, a bad friendship. Let the snakes stay amongst each other, darling dears. Use your discernment and your intuition. You've released these challenges. How do they feel once you release them? This throuple. Yeah, you washed your face like David, agent of karma, for that in and out, back, front, neck, tubbing energy, darling, did justice. In some cases, you may be even getting what, a whole habeas corpus on them, going through the legal field. Why? Defamation of character, blood. This is about stopping words. They want to make amends with you. 5 of Swords on its face. Nah, babe, you already washed your face like David, right? And decided to what? Clap your hands and begin again. Negative energy, darling dears. The ones on its face is the gossip, the slander, and the subterfuge. What's this? Moon energy. I can't make it up. Moon energy means what? Bad energy. Fake friend. Base of the deck. And they're still watching everything you've got going on with the energy of a page. Pwah! They can't compete where they don't compare. Especially when they use Google spell blood and they've got all of this to deal with. They don't even know where this upside down energy is coming from. Clarify this manipulator on its face. Yeah. Going down Bobby Brown, have to manipulate the situation, have to get people what? Mentally attached to them, darling dear. This manipulator likes the trauma bond of it all. They love that energy. They love it like what a fat kid loves cake. Yeah. I'm not picking on fat children. Leave me alone. It just came out like that. Yeah. This also speaks about something, because Pentacles also speaks about what? A marriage, a commitment. But the birth of a child, darling dear, is going to be questionable in a certain circumstance or situation. Nothing to do with you, darling dear. You know where your Panani and Fatum was. It was with you, not with the T-Rex arms. No. This is a lack of money, darling dears, a lack of movement. And it also speaks about what? The destabilization of a home. Somebody's going to be told to fetch the black bags. Nothing to do with you, darling dear. Leave Trippy Talker with those with yarn for hair. They'll work it out. This person is a manipulator, a liar. And we saw the Moon energy could also be a spellcaster, darling dears. Because why? Because of the obsessive jealousy right here. And the fact that they wanted you to be unbalanced. You sit down and you think, you'll be saying, Case, but really can someone or someone's be, yes, they can be that manipulative. Yes, they can plan ahead. Yes, they can plan for the hole they've dug for you, darling dears. They're planning ahead. But when they dug it for you, darling dear, they should have put a springboard in it, because you have still gone up and up. No money, darling dears. Brock pocketers, buddy, have you got a dime? Bad energy. And the pentacles on its face is about what? Break from reality, darling dear. In the cranium, they've got bats in their belfry as well as the Queen of Swords. Somebody's having a mental break over what you've got going on. Queen of Wands, darling dear. You're looking good. You're looking sexy, snatched in the waist and good in the face. Why? In your jungle, the big cat sleeps at night, darling dear. This is about you what? Getting a command of what? The unknown, the knowledge, darling dear. Getting your birth natal chart. Yes. Ticking off all the boxes. Letting spirit guide your every step. Praying. This is about you planning, plotting and strategizing, but also taking the action. Some of you are being seen as a natural born leader, darling dears. You've got the gift of the gab. What you say goes. Why? You are learned. The Queen of Wands is no what? Listen, the Queen of Wands doesn't ride at the back of the bus. The Queen of Wands comes with a fleet of buses. Why? Because of the slow but steady progress, darling dear. Plan, plotting, and strategizing. Law number what? 29 of the 48 laws of power. And your back is to all of this dick dealing, the gossiping, right? But like I said, what you never hear or see with your eye chakra, darling dears, God saw, and you are agent of karma. You're giving them something to work with, and you're not even trying. Base of the deck. Bare progress here. A new car, a new home. Going for a caravan trip, eh? But it also speaks about travel, swift movement. It also speaks about it. You have an invitation coming towards you, darling dears. Gosh, an invitation from the Most High. Gosh, can your cup runneth over? Yes, it can, big cat. This is about you being wise, paying attention to wisdom, darling dear. Realizing your boundaries is what is gifting you what? Those multiple cups, darling dears. Multiple cups. But again, be careful for what? The frenemy that comes with the knife for your back. Some people will be jealous of the status you achieve through your plan, plotting and strategizing. They're seeing that you're quickly moving into what? A game-changing state, darling dear. Being guided, but don't look back, big cat. Don't look back. Would they come back for you if the shoe was on the other foot? Taurus energy. We've also got the Cancer energy here again. The Hierophant speaks about being a mentor. Some of you are teachers, darling dears. And with the Chariot as well as the Hierophant and the Queen of Wands, spiritual teachers. You may be tarot readers. But it also is what? Speaking about energy healing. You will teach others how to what? Make progress in their life by being the example. You have what? A testimony, darling dears, which will be a survival kit for another big cat. Remember I told you that. But you had to go through that wickedness in order to wake up, darling dear. It's like that song from Stranger Things. Chrissy, wake up. I don't like this. Yeah. Clarify the obsessive jealousy from the feeble-minded as you what? Broke ties. Yeah, look. Touch not the anointed. We've got Folio on its face, darling dear. Repeating of the negative cycles, darling dears. Unable to get off the hamster wheel. They're going through the DNS splat. Yes, I did look over my shoulder because it's not creeping up on me, I told you. Red light, green light champion. Juggling and struggling, darling dear. Looking for what? Help amongst those that wouldn't help them to cross the street, darling dear. That's why they must get another chicken head. Yeah. Somebody's juggling and struggling around their emotions to overcome them. Could be the Queen of Swords, darling dear. Unable to find any real balance in their life. This person has no one that they can actually speak to on a true level because everyone is double-minded. Where's my tiny cards? Let's get some more up into their cranium. This obsessively jealous one. Tell me some more about this bottom feeder. Look. Toxic trick, darling dear. If you can see any more karma on them, point it out, big cat, and I'll get right on it. Hey! Yeah. Wanting to come through as well? They want to come through the disingenuous apology, darling dears. They're getting the nostalgia. Somebody found what? True friendships, right? With what? Little fingers, darling dears. Pennywise sons or daughters. Yes. And now they're remembering how giving you were. Nothing like losing a loyal one, eh? A loyal one that showed up for you when you knew they would never show up for you. You showed up for them when they never showed up for you. They're missing your energy, mate. Because you're the Empress, Black. The Empress who embodies all of the queens. You've got what? The air, earth, fire, and water, and you know your worth. You're abundant. If you've got progeny, you take care of those progenies. You are a guide, as well as what? A mentor. As well as what? A student of life, darling dear. And you're not afraid to step up to the mic and tell them exactly what you think or feel, right? Because you're the Empress. They know that you're better than them, darling dear. And you're happy. Happy. They miss you like cooked food. The bell of regret. Let the bad juju stay with them. Yeah. Let's stay with them. And if they dare come to your house, go to an upper window and drop shiz. Right? From an upper window. They'll be like chicken licking, mate. They're missing your good energy, darling dears. They're in an unbalanced situation, drinking, drugging it up, Their bills are piling up, mate. In the mud hut, so there's arguments and fights. They're being cheated on by their partners. They've got no one they can trust. If they're having a breakdown, they better do it quietly, because it will be on the it will be on the hotline before they even hang up the phone. Yeah, this same one that are still gossiping and slandering you, not knowing that everything is falling back on them. Split the deck, because you're happy, blood. A happiness expert, darling dears. I want to talk about this emperor who likes to hide his emotions and pretend that they're strong, but is lacking in progress. Let's see what's going on with this emperor. Kiss que say, yeah, the same French that my daughter won't be speaking at school. Guess what, big cat? I've got more intel. Right, because I told you they was trying to gang up on me on the meeting on Monday, right? By bringing the principal wanted to bring in the assistant principal. When I emailed them back and said that I was still coming at 11, right? I look forward to this meeting. I got an email, right, this morning to say that all of a sudden, right, the vice principal, it's a diary clash. And they're moving it from Monday to Tuesday, right? It's a diary clash, so therefore, he can't come. It's just going to be me and her. And if I want to change it so that both of them can be there, right? Nah, mate. We're going forward, mate. Never backwards. And if you want to be by yourself with me in a room, that's up to you, blood. Listen, I'm not changing my schedule again. Yeah. Yes, I look forward to it. What was we talking about? The Black Widow. She thinks she's got me on the ropes. I'm there to interrogate, get intel, and get out. Right, we're talking about this emperor who's trying to give a show of strength, right? Hiding their emotion. They've got no emotion to give to the public, and they're lacking in progress. And they're wanting to rest from one of those tree sloths that they're working with, darling dear. Someone who's annoying, right? Wants to know where they are when they're even sleeping. Yes, somebody who has the white rose of naivety, as well as trying to bring purity into a situation that is fraught and filled with fucking ease, blood. I ran out of breath. Let's see what's going on with this emperor who hides their emotions, who's trying to stand tall, right? But nothing's working for them, blood. Could be male or female. Let's get another deck. Get another deck. We're gonna lead with the gold deck, darling dears. Everything they're doing is a lie, darling dear. This is a fake happy person. They're fake happy and they're fake otherwise. They're fake. Everything is fake and fugazi. Okay. Fake and fugazi. This person who should have been a protector and provider, someone who had no emotion to offer a situation, somebody who was strong but couldn't keep up the mask, lacking in progress, darling dear. They couldn't keep up the mask. What about this emperor? What does he want us to know? Right? No weapon formed against you shall prosper. Queen of Wands on its face. This is somebody who is into the dark arts. This person is trying to manifest you back. Possibly even whacking on that old wood. Or trying to galvanize that black hole of Calcutta to bring you back into their existence. Queen of Wands on its face is someone who is jealous, spiteful, hateful. This would be sleeping with the enemy, blood. This would be the type of friend that will lead you to your DEATH, darling dear. Brown bread. Hateful and jealous. And they use Google spell. Yes, they do. Right? Yeah. Let's see some more about your true nature, Emperor. Yeah, Brock. Yes, what did I say? It's all about the Skrilla.com, darling dear. They see you stable. You came out as the Queen of Wands in the upright. Blessed by the Most High, darling dear, with progress at your front, side and back. And they know that you don't want them. You chucked it back, mate. As It's not working, it's faulty. You found what they was doing was faulty, egregious, heinous, right? And now it's missing. But no one called the police. This is not a need for a police report or investigation. Nah, mate, this person would have taken you to what? The point of rigor mortis. Got to get Latin up in this bitch. They wanted you in the stiffness of death, darling dear. They gave you misophonia. They gave you pisanphobia. You learn not to cast your spells before a spine. A broken spine. Right? A broken spine. Freudian slip meant to come out, darling dear. And it also speaks about what? The health going down. Be careful, somebody's about to have a really, really what? Heinous accident from all of the consequences they've caused on other people. Disregarding people's emotions as long as they was getting all of that energy to remain strong. There was like what? A proverbial vampire, darling dears. Everyone else around them is looking broken down, nervous, and on the eggshells. And this person looking like what? Peter flipping Pan Black. Yeah. You ain't working with them. This goes to 9 of Pentacles on its face. There's no success here. Nothing but what? Mental health issues, darling dears. Black pocketers, right? Fighting, jealousy. And this person will be on the internet. In the reverse, darling dears. So they're going to be looking for what? PORN. This is somebody that didn't help you with the housework, darling dears. Blamed you for everything, and they were strong in their words. Somebody who is emotionally manipulative, able to turn a conversation round. Well, guess what? They're lacking in progress with you, darling dear. So much of your energy is on the tableau, sir or ma'am. What's this? They're under it, mate, I told you. Father God Most High saw what they did. Never you doubt yourself for the progress that you've made. This is why I tasked you with what? Doing a 360 to see from whence you came, and then go back to your 180 where you keep going, blood. And if in doubt, keep going. Eleanor Roosevelt told us we must go so far we can't hear the critiques. Because they're crickets, mate. They wanted you to what? Go to your grave, darling dear, with all of your what? Progressive ideas, your innovation. The purpose that you were sent here to be, darling dear. Without having lived your life purpose, well, guess what? You've got boundaries. You had to take the knee, get closer to God in order to see the toxic and the toxicity around you. You had to see it. Boundaries, darling dears. Walk with the wise, and you will be wise. And the fact that you are triumphant. Some of you have a platform. This is some kind of a stage. Or it could be in your community, darling dears. They see that you're winning, that people are listening to what you say, but they will still try to what? Be a rump ranger, darling dear, and rustle what? Feeble-minded, dull-eyed ones with the low self-esteem to work against you. Because they want your life to be what? A sad sack just like them. Well, guess what? Your ancestral team is ensuring that they get a kick in their spiritual nutsack, mate, on the rinse and repeat. Unhappy people wants to make everyone else unhappy. We're at the 58, guys. We're about to run away, right? They haven't moved on from you, and any emotion they've got, it's a scratch and sniff test, mate. They never had true emotion. It's the control that they can't have over you anymore. What's this trying to show? No! The King of Wands, somebody who looks into past. This is a professional sperm engineer, darling dears. Loves to charm many, darling dears. Loves the attention and energy of others in order to feel great. Well, they've mastered being a manipulator. We already saw that. What's this? And they're trying to manifest something that is not theirs. Trying to take away somebody's free will and free choice. It's also about trying to what? Control your time and your energy, darling dears. Moon energy, darling dears. The bad energy that is being revealed to you. Right? Because you've got the 9 of Swords in the upright. You better think clearly and you better be quick with it, darling dear. Gather all of your thoughts together and remember, Big Cat don't carry feelings. We carry facts. Just like that elephant in India that murked that lady twice. Turned her into a chalk outline twice. You already turned your back on those that come with the cup of opium that's been around the world and You can't be emotionally manipulated. Why? Your eyes is on the prize, darling dear. You had the foresight to what? Plan your future. Divine wants you to keep what? Keep your head. Keep your head, darling dear, and focus on what is important to you. Your own grass. Water your own grass. But you must be cautious about what? Not every person that approaches you is a friend. Remember, I told you that. On that note, I drops me mic. Toddle over to my Teesprings, toddle over to my Patreon, or simply come back here. Yes, baby. I'm now removing my spectacles of truth because I done telling all their business. Right? And as I always say, don't get smoked. And don't smoke yourself. From the ashes, baby. Namaste. Big cat way. Third eye buffed up to a bitchin' shine. You'll see them before they get out of their bed. The bed of wickedness. You keep it moving and don't look back. They can't go where you're going. And you will not, I repeat, sit at their tables of treachery again.